Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2. I'm back again with another Doctor Who review. Just recently watched Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. You knew I was going to do that. Okay, enough of being silly. Oh, this one actually proved a canon point that I wonder if you bronies out there caught, but actually Santa said to Sharon, I believe her name was, or Shannon, yeah, Shannon, he says to Shannon, I know what you wanted for this Christmas, My Little Pony. And I thought, do they actually know? Does Moffat actually know of the Bronie fan base and Dr. Whooves? Coincidence? I wonder. But that was one thing that I caught on right away, of course. And I really enjoyed this film. What is it? Film. I enjoyed this episode. It was a tremendous episode. It's actually a little bit nightmare-inducing, as I had a little bit of a nightmare last night because of it, but oh well. The dream crabs were very freaky, and I like the whole idea of it being a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream, kind of like Inception and Ghost in the Shell. If you've seen Ghost in the Shell, you know of what I speak. But it was a tremendous episode. Kind of reminded me of the Dream Lord episode, which also was one of my favorites. This is probably one of my absolute top Christmas episodes, other than the Doctor, the Witch, and the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. That one I absolutely loved, other than Christmas Carol, which Christmas Carol is standard, classic, Dickensian, Victorian, very British. And of course we're all used to that, even we as colonials. We love your Dickensian Christmas. We adore it. We love Brits, even though a lot of us say we don't. I do. I'm an Anglophile. But this one, it was just riveting. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I was wondering what was going to happen, and I even cried. And I knew I would, because granted, every time I see an episode made by Stephen Moffat, I will cry. And it was the best episode I've seen so far of the season, I think. And how interesting and coincidental that your Santa Claus would be named Nick Frost. I'm just saying, did anybody notice that, or am I the only person noticing these things? He did a really excellent job, and the little tangerines littered throughout the episode, that was a little Easter egg. It just, his his way of helping the Doctor, I thought, oh, legendary characters have to stick together to help each other out. And it kind of made you feel like Santa Claus himself is a Time Lord. I like this theory too. And he uses, in The Librarians, I was watching this episode of The Librarians, the reason he's able to get presents around the world so quickly is because he uses those ley lines in one night energetically to travel. I thought, makes sense. His energy will flow in all different directions. So that's why he can do it. How else? I mean, it makes perfect sense. But anyway, I'm going off in different directions. Excuse me. But best episode of the year. Absolutely adored it. Cried at the end. I cried my eyes out. And I'm looking forward to a lot of different things this coming year. Orphan Black, for instance. I have not watched season 2, which I'm going to do. I've only seen one episode of season 2. I've got the DVD, so I'm going to do that over my holiday break. Let's see. There's a new series coming out about a magician. I don't know which magician it's about. Alchemist, maybe? But it's about magicians, and you know how I am, alchemist too. I have to see this. Let's see. Then they have Broadchurch, a new season of Broadchurch coming out. And I enjoyed the original, of course, because it was absolutely tremendous and one of the best dramas I've seen in a good long while, and I'm wondering where they'll take it. And then there's, of course, Downton Abbey, which of course you know I also love, and New Sherlock Holmes. So there's quite a bit for me to look forward to, especially Gallivant, and I think I'm going to be reviewing Gallivant here, and of course recording my songs from Second Chance, and I'm going to just start my musical, what I'm calling a musical life. And that's pretty much all I've been doing, other than I'm writing a new story called The Seahorse, and it mentions seahorses. It really doesn't have anything to do with seahorses, but it's a romantic tale, and I'm really enjoying writing it so far. And pretty much that's about it. I'm gonna go take my puppy on a walk, so live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie!